celebration.
And Allie's down there with all the celebration. Hi, Allie.
Good morning.
Yes. You know what? A celebration would not be complete without balloons. And in fact, that is what the artist here is doing. This is Jason. Tell me, you're going to end up, this is just 1/5 of what you're building here?
Well, this is a small portion. It's just the beginning. The space is very vertical, so the sculpture will actually come way down here into this space. So this is, yeah, maybe 1/5.
Oh, wow. 14,000 balloons is how many you use. We were just talking about art. You started using this medium almost 20 years ago to design with balloons. What made you want to do that?
Well, the interesting thing about balloons is that they're so common. Everyone has an experience with balloons, and so that makes it very accessible. So people in the mainstream can recognize this and can feel something, familiar here. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of people who aren't really into art, but art is very important in our society, and without it, I mean, we would have no labels, we would have no anything, and so for me, using this medium is a way to inform people about art and help them overcome their adversity or their fears, or sometimes people shun art because they don't quite understand it, but anybody can get this, and that's important because our core curriculum seems to focus just on will you understand, and so art gets left out. And like you said before, without that art in our society, a very vital segment is missing. And so this really, for me, is a way of inspiring people to recognize that important need in our society.
Oh, that is so huge. And I know you travel all over. I'm sure you never thought that you would travel all over. You live in Florida and be making huge balloon pieces of art for museums.
Well, maybe not exactly this, but I did go to art school, and my degree was in art, and I had always wanted to, be an artist, and this is sort of part of my long life plan. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. So tell me, what is it going to be when it's done?
Well, the title of the piece is called Crystal Cortex, and so this will basically be like a head form, and then there will be a long kind of body that will descend from it, and the intention is that it's a combination of the idea of innocence meets experience, and a way to tie the piece to children and to our youth and to the innocence of youth, and how we can look to children to inspire us to be more open and more caring.
Oh, that is so cool. Just before we go, what's your advice to kids who want to grow up and become an artist?
Follow your dream.
Love it. I love it. This is so fantastic. He is going to be here building this until Monday, right? It opens on Monday. And he's going to actually be talking to people on Sunday. They're going to do a whole thing where people can talk to him about this piece of art here. But how amazing is that? 14,000 balloons, plenty of man hours that'll go into building this here at the new Children's Museum. Back over to you guys.
Very cool. Thank you, Allie.